guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen and welcome if this is your first time stopping by. Now, I know I did not upload a video last week, but as you can probably sort of tell from my voice, I got a very nasty cold at the end of last week when I was planning on filming and uploading a video. So I do apologize, but I am here today. And I know this is a little bit late in the game with the topic of today's video, but I thought that it kind of will help me format what this channel is going to talk about this year. So with that being said, today's video is going to be my own personal 2019 New Year's resolutions. And I have a lot, and I won't dive in too deep into any single topic in this particular video because I kind of want to dedicate a video to a lot of these topics as their own items. So if there's any particular topic that you feel like stands out to you that you really want to make sure you see, then definitely leave that comment down below and I will make sure to definitely focus on that topic in at least one video, and maybe I can make it into a series. It really depends on how I get feedback from you guys and what you guys want to see. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video and I'm going to tell you my 2019 New Year's resolutions. Okay, so my first goal of this year is to continue focusing on my health and fitness. Towards the end of 2018, and as I mentioned a little bit in my last video, I started to go to the gym every single day, really started to focus on not just eating healthier, but also kind of centering my own self, strengthening my body, focusing on a lot of cardio, losing weight is definitely part of that, but just overall, just having a healthier lifestyle, a more fitness and healthy centered self, and trying to better myself as a whole. So that is definitely going to be a focus of 2019. I would love to lose a ton of weight, but of course that cannot be the goal. You have to focus on bettering yourself, making yourself feel better. And over time, yes, you may lose weight. Again, we'll talk about this in a whole separate topic, but in a whole separate video, but definitely just focusing on getting healthy, getting fit, and feeling good about myself is my number one goal of this year. My next is to build better friendships. So I'm very lucky because I do have a small group of very, very close friends. One being my best friend I've had forever, another one being a friend that I've become close with relatively quickly and have known her for only a few years, but she and I are very close. And then my best friend that I grew up with that we just recently reconnected and rekindled our friendship, and it is as good as it could ever be. And these three friendships are very core to me. I don't have a big group of friends that I can always rely on, but I love having that close-knit of people, the group of people that I can rely on, I can talk to about anything. I know I feel comfortable talking to them about anything, and I really want to focus on building those friendships, making sure I'm a good friend, I'm a true friend, I make time for them, and I spend as much time as I can with them because in the end, friendships are so vital and important to a healthy living and a healthy mindset, and having those people that you can go to that you know you can trust and count on when you're having a hard time, that is super important. So I'm so lucky to have my three best friends, and I just want to continue to grow those relationships and make sure that I have a really good year with all of those guys, and I could not be happier. So that is my second goal of 2019. So my third goal is a little bit more generic, but also more centered. So it is to build better relationships as a whole. So this isn't just about friendships, but this is about family members, and possibly love or dating or more of like a boyfriend relationship, but just spending time with those that you love, spending time with those that make you happy, spending time with those that better yourself, making sure you take in every moment, really focus on all of the experiences that you're having with these people, because as I learned in 2018, no one is there with you forever, and yes, it's going to be hard and you are going to, lose people over time, but if you better your friendships, your relationships, your familial relationships with them now, and you really strengthen those bonds, then it's going to feel a lot better when their time does come, or when something does happen where you do get separated. You have that strength in faith in your relationship with that person that can help you carry through. So building better relationships, and really just making sure you enjoy every moment you have with them and you appreciate every moment you have with them. And I think that is really, really important for me in 2019, and I'm going to continue looking into that and focusing in on that as this year progresses. My fourth goal is very important, and I think I've touched on this briefly on my channel before, but for me, it's focusing on my mental health. Now, I've gone to a therapist before, I've been on medication, I do deal with anxiety, depression, OCD, I have a lot of those mental, I wouldn't even call them disorders or disabilities, but just like those mental challenges, and they've become very apparent to me in the past few months. Especially after losing my grandpa, I did go down a pretty deep and dark path, and I've started to come out of it, but out of that, I've also realized some more issues that I've had. So really focusing on my mental health, reaching out to those who I feel like could help me, talking it through with people, maybe getting a counselor, maybe, going to sessions where I can talk with a group of people. I just feel like bettering my mental health in general is going to help me with all of my other goals that I've already spoken about, with fitness, with health, with weight management, with friendships, with familial relationships, with, boyfriend, girlfriend relationships. All of those things are going to stem from mental health and making yourself mentally stable. And I think a lot of people take that for granted. A lot of people think they're mentally stable, but I know myself, I have a lot of challenges that I still need to overcome, and if I'm going to be able to move forward and create a better life for myself, a healthier life for myself, it's going to start from within. It's going to start from my head, and if your head's messed up, everything else is going to be messed up. So starting with mental health, it's the foundation to your well-being, and that is for sure a huge priority for this year, is just making sure I focus in on that and make sure it doesn't get out of hand, and trying to get the help that I need when I need it, and not avoiding it, not being ashamed of it, but just really taking that time for myself. So my fifth one is a little bit just random, but just focusing more on training Daisy. My last few months of my year, after my grandpa passed, after my nana passed, I did get a little bit out of hand. I know that I had Daisy through a lot of that, but at the same time, I had a lot of focus on her in the beginning, and then it just started to dwindle with work and other things getting in the way. So I really want to make sure I focus a lot of time on her, really get her in a good routine, get her very, very well trained, because she's not a bad dog at all, but she's definitely struggling with a few specific things. So I want to really train her and get her to a place where I feel like I can trust her and fully, let her be independent if she wants to be independent, even though she is very, very loyal and very lovey. But I really want to focus that on her as well. My sixth one is to grow this channel. I know that I've said that so many years in a row, but I felt like I made a really good effort until the last few months of last year, and this year I really want to focus in on that again, continue to grow this family, grow us as a group, grow us as a community, reach out to those who may need help, reach out to those who may be looking for somebody who's dealing with something similar to them. So I really want to grow this community and grow my channel and see where we can go this year. So the next one is kind of a statement I want to live by, and it kind of goes with all the other things I've already spoken about, but finding the strength, the beauty, and the confidence in loving myself. And I really struggle with this, and I think that this is also a foundation along with mental health that will help me kind of focus on others. So loving yourself, giving yourself, time to really figure out who you are, making yourself a priority, focusing on figuring out what I need, what I'm searching for, what I'm looking for, what I need to succeed in life. I feel like that is very important for this year, is finding myself, and along with that, everything else should fall into place. And I really just want to focus on loving myself, loving me, loving me for my body, loving me for my mind, loving me for every aspect about me, and kind of working from there. So that is a huge resolution for me this year, and definitely one that I think everybody should have. The last one is enjoy the little things. Don't speed up your days. Don't take things for granted. Don't take advantage of extra time. Really take in every moment. Breathe. Spend your time wisely, and really just enjoy the small things that we as society just look past every day. When it's sunny, when it's snowing. I love snow. I love looking at the snow. I love playing in the snow. I know that's such a little kid thing to do, but that is like something that brings me joy. So, really taking the time to focus on those things that make you happy, focus on those things that bring you some smile to your face, some joy, breathing in and out, and just thinking about the fact that you're able to breathe. Some people are not able to breathe. So it's just, really just take in everything, take in those small things, take in those little moments, take in those little instances that you might just like smile, or you think about something and it just brings a smile to your face. Those are the things that we need to focus on, and I need to focus on to kind of continue again with my theme of growth and finding myself and figuring out who I am and who is important to me and just bettering myself as a whole. So that is my list of 2019 New Year's resolutions. I hope that if these are anything similar to what you're dealing with or what you have had for goals as for yourselves, that maybe you'll subscribe to this channel or at least stick around a little bit to see what kind of videos I'm coming out with, because my goal this year is to kind of better myself through sharing my experiences with you, and maybe hopefully bringing in a community of people that are kind of on the same page as me, who also want to grow and better themselves as well. So I know this video was a little bit short and sweet and to the point, but I promise you that if you see any topics in this list, there are going to be full dedicated videos to those topics. But I felt like this is a good place to start, because this is what my channel and the foundation of this channel is going to be for this year. And I thought that that would be a good way to share those ideas. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys so, so much. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Bye, guys.